So if I select this option, right, first option, if I select, for example, I want to add Maven, I don't want to install. So in this case, what you have to do is, wherever your Jenkins is there on that Linux machine, you have to download your Maven, right? Maven, you have to download, extract it, set the path. The same thing, whatever you have set the path for path variable, export variable, path variable, right? That you have to, any variable here, but you have to give the same path here. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to download Maven. I don't want to configure. What you can do is, you can tell your Jenkins itself to download. So just give the name, something like this, m3_home, m3_home. You tell your Jenkins itself to download that Maven. Which version you want? I want the latest 6.3. You tell it. Your Jenkins itself will download this Maven. You no need to manually configure, download and configure Maven on the Linux machine where you have Jenkins. Your Jenkins itself, it's going to download Maven. Go on mute. I don't want to tell once again. Okay. Understood, guys? Maven itself will download. Understood?
Yes, yes.
Now, not only one Maven, I can have multiple Mavens. For example, let me go back once, just one and come back. Just here, see this. Oh, I removed that chain. Okay. So I have one Maven, which is of 3.8.3, right? What I want to do is, I want to add one more Maven. The name of that is going to be m3_home. This is very much important. See this, m3_home. I will give it as 3.6. Now you can have install it later, or else you can download one more Maven like this. You can download one more Maven with this version 8.3.6, older version of Maven, and your Jenkins. You create m3_home variable, set that also to the path variable. Two Mavens you are setting, right? You can give like this. You have one more folder like this, right? 6.3. Now what it will do, if you have two Mavens, anyways, it is not correct one for now. Let me create this. If you do like this, what it will do, you go to your job and refresh this. How many Mavens you have in the global configuration tools here? How many Mavens are there?
Two.
Two Mavens with the different versions. m2_home with one version, m3_home with one version. If you go to here, in your Maven, in the dropdown, it will show two. This is interview question. I have two Java projects. I want to build one project with Maven 8.3 version, and one more job with 8.3. One job I want to build with 3.8 version. One job I want to build with, one Java project I want to build with 3.6. For example, if this project I want to build with 3.8, I can select this m2_home 3.8. I want to build this project with 3.6. You select this m3_home because it has 3.6. So you can select like this. Understood, guys? We can configure multiple Mavens, right? Same, download two Mavens, extract them to different folders, create m2_home value, create m3_home value, set the path. At the end, path variable $m2_home, $m2_home, $m3_home, set it. So here you can select one and come to your Jenkins, set up both the things here and select it. Okay, I don't want to install one version. I can configure manually. I want the second version. I want to allow my Maven itself to install automatically. Okay, this is manually configured. The other one, I'll tell to my Maven like this, m3_home. Here, I don't want to configure manually. Let my Jenkins itself to download. I'll go and select here. Okay, m3_home. Install automatically. So this I configured manually. This Maven 3.6.3 version, my Jenkins itself is going to download. Now also it will show here. If I refresh my job, here also I'll be able to see the jobs, two jobs, m3_home, m2_home. I'll be able to see here. m3_home. I'm able to see it here. Whatever I want, I can select it here, right? I can install this automatically also. Understood, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
But what is the difference, sir? Why should I do this when there is automatic option? Why should I do this? I can always use this. Why I have to take headache and install Java, Maven, configure it, export, path, all these things I can do is, there is small difference between this and this. What is that is, if you configure Maven like this, the full control is under you because you configured the Maven software, Maven home directory, everything is with you. Maven local repository, everything is with you. You have full control here. But if this is the case, you don't have Maven software in your local, you don't have control on your control with you. For this Maven, you don't have control with you. And here, as you have control with you, Maven will create local repository. So once you click on build now, the dependencies of your project will be downloaded to Maven local repository. Next time when you build now, the same dependencies will be reutilized. Yes or no? But if you use this, it will not have any permanent local repository. So whenever you click on build now, the dependencies, there is a chance that it will download the dependencies every time. Understood, guys? You don't have Maven local repository. So there is a chance that it may download the dependencies for every build. So as it is downloading every time, it will take a lot of time to build, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So that is the difference. You keep it in mind. Okay. Understood, guys? How to configure multiple Mavens and use each version of Maven for each project? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Same thing
Yes,
apply
sir.
for
Yes,
Java
sir.
also. I have two jobs. I want to build Java one project with one version of Java, the other thing with other version of Java. Same, I'll download two Javas. 1.8, I'll give it like this. Java under 8 underscore home. I'll give the path of one Java. I'll add one more Java, Java 11 underscore home, right? I'll either install it Java 9 or 11, whatever I want. It is supporting till 9 only. 11 it is not coming. It is till 9 only. For example, 9, I'll take it. Okay, you download one, install one. You automatically ask Jenkins to install one, or else even if you download separate Java and set the path, two paths, okay, you give the path of 9 version of Java here. So as you save it here, you can choose in your project also. If you go here somewhere, there is one option. I forgot that, but somewhere I'll show you going forward. So right now I'm not remembering. You can select different version of Java here as well. Here also, while building, somewhere there is an option. I forgot it.
Sir, one question.
Yeah, yes, you can choose different set of Javas here also. Understood? Here it is showing. Okay, Java 8 or 9, whatever you want, you can select it here. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What's your question? If it is
Is
generic
there any
question,
diff-
ask at the end. Ask at the end of the class. If it is related to this topic, you can ask now.
Yeah, is there any difference between building with Java version 3.8? Okay, it may be any version, but
Can you be a little
3.8
louder?
or
First, I'm not
3.6?
able to hear you.
Okay, is there any difference between Java 3.8 or with Java 3.6 building?
Java 3.8 is not there. Maven has the 3.8. Java has 8.9.7 version 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes, there
Maven.
is a difference. There might be something. Maybe they added some extra configurations in the advanced version, so that will be taken care of developers. You no need to worry at all. Yes, for sure there will be some difference.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anything else, guys? So, are you clear about this? Manage Jenkins.
Yes, sir.
So, global tool configuration, manage plugins. Have you understood this? So, for each version, if you are using Gradle, if you are using Git, if you are using Java, whatever you want, you can do the changes accordingly. Next is this manage Jenkins. Okay. There is something called as configure Maven. Sorry, configure system. See, this is tools for Jenkins level itself. At Jenkins level itself, if you want to set something, then you can go for configure systems. At Jenkins level, for the entire Jenkins, I want to set something, right? So you can set it here. Okay, what is this? Will global settings, like it is like a global settings, like for the entire Jenkins level, you want to do some settings, right? I don't want to use Maven local repository as .m2 repository under user home directory. I want to use some other local workspace. You can change it here. I want to use something. This is something which will take time, and also we need to. There is a lot of things we have to learn it here. I'll discuss sometime. Okay. I'll discuss sometime, because this is not the right time to discuss about these settings. Okay, this is not the right time to discuss about this option, because there is something called as executors. You need to get this quiet period. There is some basics you need to learn about Jenkins. So at that time, I can discuss few now, but not all. So if I discuss few more options and then come back to this, that will make sense. So let me explain those and then come back here. So these two I explained. Next, this also you can't understand now. This also takes time. This takes time. Okay, this is related to credentials. Easy things. Okay, let me come this. About Jenkins means you want to know what is the Jenkins version you are using, that those and all. This one, if you want to know about the Jenkins, so it will show all the information about the Jenkins if you want to learn. Okay, this is about Jenkins. So this is about plugins available about and their explanation. This is about Jenkins if you want to know. For every tool there will be, right? Then this is load statistics. You want to see how many jobs are run. So now I don't have any jobs running. I don't have any jobs running in my Jenkins. All jobs, right? I don't have any jobs running in my Jenkins. So my Jenkins is idle now. But at a time, if there are 10, I have 100 jobs in my Jenkins. I have 100. For example, guys, I have one project, and for that project, I have 4 environments. How many jobs I will create? 4 jobs. Like this, I have 10 projects. 10 projects has 10 environments. So how many jobs I will create? 40 jobs I will create. 40 jobs. Like that, if I have 100 projects, 400 jobs I will create, right? So 400 jobs. Like that, we'll have like 400 jobs I have. So there is a chance that always a job will be running, right? So I want to check the statistics. At what time most of the jobs are running? That load on my Jenkins is high at on what time? If you want to see that, if you go to this statics, it will show. So how much time it will in the graphical representation. We'll see in the movies, we'll see, right? Heartbeat, like that, sine waves in academics also we have seen, where the load is less, where the load is high, like that it will show the statistics here. Understood? If you want to see the statistics of Jenkins, you can go and check from there. Okay. So this is for seeing statistics. Where is that? This one. System logs. Like if you want to see the Jenkins logs, what happened to my Jenkins and all, right? All Jenkins log, if you see here, right, it will say, okay, my Jenkins has been started at this time, a plugin has been added here, then a deployment has been, this job has triggered. See this, my first job got triggered once. The next, like this, it is going to show whatever has been triggered at what time, like that, it is going to show all the details here. Okay, next. Manage Jenkins. System information, like if you want to see the environmental information about your system and all, you can see this. So this is my Jenkins home directory, not this one, sorry. It will be there and about Jenkins only. So if you want to see that which version it is using, all this, it is from Red Hat INC. So it is going to give all the information which is not important. You don't need to bother about this also. So whatever the plugins you have on your Jenkins, so these are the plugins we have. This is a version. Either you enable this is running plugin or you uninstall it, something like that. It is environmental variables, whatever we have set, right? This is showing here. Like this, the entire related system, Jenkins related information will be present here. Memory usage, how much memory of your Jenkins has been utilized, this much. Okay, from your CPU utilization and RAM side, how much it is using, not much, right? So that is going to show that about system properties, what system level properties about your Jenkins. Next, if I go to my manage Jenkins, next I want to use my Jenkins through commands. I want to create a job, not by clicking on this new item. I want to use commands to create a job. So you need that command related help. You can write like this. You want to click on build trigger with this option, right? Create a job. I want to create a new job. By clicking on new item, we'll create, right? Through commands, I want to create. So how we can create it? If you click on this create job, it will give the command. So you can create a job like this, Java-jar Jenkins CLI, something it is giving. So this IP address and port number of your Jenkins. If you create job, name of the job, if you create, it will create a job for you. It will create a job for you. So through commands if you want, but it is, you no need to learn that. But there is option also. If you want to control or work with your Jenkins through commands, you can do this also. Okay. Next, that's it. The basics, guys. And these are important, like these two and these two. Okay, let me explain these two. Let me explain these two. We'll come at least about this. Next, this also prepare shutdown. I'll discuss these things. Okay, I'll discuss these things. You don't worry. All important things are like these four. These four are important. These four are important, right? Load statics is also important. this is important. This is important. Okay, I'll discuss. You don't worry. Other things also I'll discuss, but which needs more knowledge, right? I'll discuss these two completely. We discussed. Next, these are related to security to your Jenkins and all. I'll discuss. Now come to manage credentials. If you come here, yesterday, do you remember from a job to connect to my Jenkins, to connect to Tom, sorry, to connect not to my Jenkins, to connect to GitHub, to connect from Jenkins to Tomcat, we added credentials. From here, we added credentials, right? Where these credentials are stored, right? I want to delete one of the credentials. How you can delete is, you can go to that credentials option. This is the credentials. I want to change the password. Of this. Go here. You want to delete it, you can delete it. I want to delete the Tomcat credentials. You can delete it. Yes, it is confirming. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes, I want to delete it. Just delete it. I have only 2 credentials. I want to modify some password for this. Okay, click on this gear icon from here, or else you can go and click on update here itself, right? Go, right? It is saying password, so change the password. I want to change the password. Okay, you go and change your password. You want to change the ID, you change it. You want to change the description, change it. You want to change the username also, you can change it. Understood, guys? This is global. So these credentials you can access in any job, in your Jenkins, in your entire Jenkins, wherever you want, you can use these credentials. Understood, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to change this, you can change it here. I want to create a credentials from here. Yes, you no need to go and create from there. You no need to create from here always. You no need to create from here only. You can create from here only. There is one option here. Somewhere I forgot. Credentials, right? There should be one option, I think here. Okay, I think from here it cannot be created. Let me go to that option. One more option is there, right? Okay, this is configure credentials providers. This I'll discuss later this one. Okay, this is related to something else. I'll discuss about this later. Restrictions you can add this and all. What you can exclude, what you can include, those and all. We'll see this later. But for security things in Jenkins, who can log in into my Jenkins, right? This is once you log in into Jenkins, these credentials, whatever we have, right? I'll already logged into Jenkins. From Jenkins, if I want to connect to some external tool, from my Jenkins, I want to connect to Tomcat. I already logged into Jenkins. I created a job. From Jenkins, I want to connect to some external tools. So while connecting to that external tools, if that external tools needs some credentials, those credentials will be present here. But not that. I don't want that. I understood. But while logging into Jenkins itself, if I log out from Jenkins, I log in with the admin ID username, right? If I log out from my Jenkins, this login I'm talking about, I want to access my Jenkins authentication itself. I want to control. From where you can control is from these two we will manage. Okay, that we are going to learn tomorrow. Okay, guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these credentials is once you log into Jenkins, from my Jenkins, I want to connect to external tools. At that time, I want to use credentials, I can use this. But these are different. But to log in into Jenkins itself, I have only admin user now who has complete access, but I want to create some other users with restricted privileges. How to create them? We'll see using these two in tomorrow's class. Okay, understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's it. I'm stopping here. Do you have any questions?